In Granville, folks aren't allowed to have needs. There's a shiny exterior that people have learned professionally and socially and in their workplace that they can't have any weaknesses. And one of the exciting things about our church is that we all know that we have weaknesses and brokenness. It is really encouraging that I get to pastor a church that helps one another in crisis, that helps one another when everybody else has run away and feels overwhelmed that they don't have another place to love or another place to give. That I get to be a part of a community that loves well. When family doesn't know what to do, or a workplace doesn't know how to deal with a situation, and we get to come together as a community and just love each other through those days, months, sometimes years.
We were just getting ready to take Cole, our oldest, to have his third and final heart surgery, and so we had shared that while we were there at the service that day.
It was, a really nervous time for us. It was our first service there, and there was an opportunity to share for prayer requests, and which was a little awkward in a new group, but the folks there made it just very real and very personal.
It wasn't, okay, we'll pray for you guys on our own time or whatnot, but just came around us and surrounded us and put hands on us and prayed for us and Cole and our whole experience, our circumstance, and what we were going to walk into. I think it was within the next week or two after that.
Our most recent move was anything but smooth, and we had a little transition home for a while. Not all the pieces and parts were lined up when they should have been, and we'd hoped that they would be. And so that was a very humbling experience, and I felt very vulnerable, and there wasn't much I could do about it. And the chapel, of course, came right alongside us and helped us with the physical move, and also just having them there and having them around and knowing that we could count on, our chapel friends and family was so reassuring. And it honestly helped me, kept me from kind of losing it a couple times.
I went through some really challenging times in the last 5 years because of my occupation and some personal relationships and the loss of a friend and a coworker. And the church came alongside me in a way that I will never forget, really helped me navigate that challenge and helped me be a better employee, which I think has helped me serve the community in a better way.
My older brother ended up hospitalized for about a week in a psychiatric ward in Cincinnati, and we went down to see him, and I stopped in Granville on the way back, and I got to have a beer with Todd and talk about life. And then I just sat. I think Liz must have been meeting with somebody or was busy, so I sat downtown for about an hour on a bench in front of Witt's and just thought about life in this community and what that had meant to us. And we knew after that we needed to be back here, that we needed to be back in the Granville Chapel specifically, that there's nice New England-y type towns all over the U.S., but this one was special to us, and it was because of our church community, because of the relationships we had there. And I knew in that kind of personal crisis moment that this was where we needed to be.
Having to walk alongside someone who is going through a crisis in their life is really hard, but I feel like it was a blessing for us to be able to do it. And God, I think, used that experience to draw us to chapel, where we were able to see just how the church just loved and cared for my friend and her family through their situation. And it was really encouraging to see God's love, and just the hands and feet of Jesus is the best way I could describe the way that we were able to see that and experience that.